Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be making another Sindhi dish for you. It's aloo tikki. Now aloo tikkis are again synonymous with street food and with snacky type of meals. You can put them with some save and chutney and it becomes a chaat. And this is good just by itself, that's how I like it. I actually have it with tomato ketchup. You can have it with pudina chutney, with tamarind chutney, any of those things. But this is what I'm going to do for you today. So let's get started. For my ingredients that go in the aloo tikki, I have some potatoes. I'm just making about 5 or 6 tikkis, not too many today. So I have a couple of potatoes, I have some dhania patta, which is coriander leaves, some grated ginger, and a few onions, and finely chopped green chilies. And this is the interesting part. So in Sindhi recipes, what we do is for the aloo tikki, we actually put some bread in there. Now this is 2 slices of bread. And what I've done to that is it's soaked in water and then you drain out all the water. Make sure there's no water left so you get a nice spongy consistency. That will get mixed with the aloo. So when I mix it with the potatoes and then fry them, they give them a nice crunchy, crispy texture. So to get started, we just combine all our ingredients really. And I have a little excess of everything here, so I'm not going to use all of it, but I will use all my potatoes. So 2 potatoes. And the green chili also is only about half a green chili finely chopped. I don't want it too spicy. And I have a few extra onions here. Let me see. When I pour them in, I'll know. So I'm going to drop. Onions never hurt. So let's just pour all the onions in there. And about a teaspoon of ginger. So about that much ginger. And then I add my bread to it. Okay, so that's set. And now for my spices. We'll add some salt, of course, and in this much I want about half a teaspoon of salt, no more. And this, of course, as you can tell, is smaller than a teaspoon, so I'm just going to try and fill that up, and that should do it. I'm also going to add some amchur or dry mango powder, a little bit of that. You can use chaat masala, that works just as well, but I prefer the amchur powder. And I'm also going to add some jeera to it. So that is cumin seeds and this is black jeera, so just a little bit of that. Perfect. And also some roasted jeera powder or roasted cumin powder. Some people also add haldi in this. I'm not putting any haldi in it today, so that should do it. And as an option, you can add, pomegranate seeds. This is anardana, so I'm going to add a little bit of that. It gives a lot of flavor to it. So about a teaspoon worth. Just drop them in there. And now all you have to do is just combine these by hand. Now there's 2 ways to make this. One is with breadcrumbs and without. The breadcrumbs, of course, go on later. So for now, we'll just mix this all together. The best way to do it, of course, is by hand. Okay, now you can see our ingredients are nice and combined. So I'm just going to move over to the other side and start making the patties or the tikkis out of this. I have some oil in here, and this is just to kind of coat my hands so it doesn't stick. So just take a little bit of oil like that on your hands, and you take, about a golf ball or maybe a slightly larger size, depending on how big you want them or how small you want them, and you roll them into a ball. Use both your hands, and I can see I need a little bit more oil, so I'm just taking a little oil, put my hand there, perfect. So this way, you see, none of it sticks to my hand. So I do that and I roll it out, gently press on it. You don't want it to break. So you see that? That's a perfectly rolled or flattened tikki. So I'm going to do this. Now that's one way. The other thing I'm going to do, I have enough oil, so I don't need more oil at this point, but I'm going to make another one, but I'm going to bread this one. So I'm going to make it 2 ways. The breaded one, of course, will be a little crunchier, so you can see I have some breadcrumbs in my plate over here. So exact same process. When I'm done with it, all I'm going to do is dip it in some breadcrumbs. So there's my aloo tikki, and I coat it on both sides well with breadcrumbs. Just toss them in there, nice and soft. Okay, and you want to be gentle because you use too much and pressed on it, it'll lose its shape. So just sit it in there, pour some, gently toss it over, pour some on the other side, and pat off any excess, and we put it on a plate. So that's it. I'm going to make these 2 ways. So I'm going to finish up the rest of these, and then we'll fry them off. Okay, so there are my aloo tikkis ready. I have some extra. This should make about 8 or so, but I'm just going to fry about 5. So as you can see, I have 2 that have been breaded and 3 that are not breaded. So we gently pick them up and place them with the oil also gently. You don't want to burn your fingers. So I have 1 non-breaded, 1 breaded. So just drop them in there. And this is on medium heat. You don't want to put this on high heat right now. So they want it to cook through nicely and get a nice golden color. If it's on high heat, you're going to get a burnt on the outside and not so cooked on the inside. It is never good, right? So let that sit. It's going to take 2 minutes. We'll flip it over, 2 minutes on the other side, and we should have some good aloo tikkis. Okay, so 2 minutes on each side. We have nice golden brown aloo tikkis, and you can see a couple of them have disappeared. My kids couldn't wait, so they already grabbed them. So I have 3 to show you. And you can't tell from the picture clearly maybe, but this is the breaded one and these 2 are not breaded. So you can see this has got more of a darker hue on it because of breadcrumbs. And that's it, folks. Some aloo tikki, best enjoyed with ketchup, with some save as chaat, or with some tamarind chutney, however you want, but perfect snack and soul food for Sindhis. Enjoy. I'll see you next time.